Hi, thank you for watching my video. I'd like to talk about the fact that some of you are apparently losing your ass attempting to trade with the CM SLingshot 15 minutes. Let's go over some examples. Now, for example, right here, this is what just recently happened today and the day before, or the day before. When, all right, you have the color coming up, and all of a sudden it changes. What you want, you see how these candles have separated? All right, see how the candles are along the line here? Here's the candles along the line. When you suddenly have a change and the candles jump away from it, that says don't touch me. Okay? You just ignore that. What you want is when the color changes, you want the candles to be near it. Okay? You don't want them to gap away from the control line. All right, when they gap away like this, you want them looking like this. For example, let me, all right, so right here, when the color changed here, that's still a little bit of a gap. You still don't want that. Again, you can see that nothing really, you wouldn't have really made any money as time went on. And also here, the change again, once again, there's a gap. Don't touch me. Now here, yeah, you would have made money, but safety says don't do that. Now what you could do is after a change, wait for the candles to come back to the control line. Then you could get in. All right. When I see the candles are back to the control line, then you could get in. And as time went by, you could see there's a jump here. And I remember there was about 2 months ago where some people emailed me like, dude, I'm really getting slaughtered here with the CM SLingshot 15-minute. And there was a whole sequence where that just kept happening over and over. It would go red, green, and they'd be away from the control line. So right here, it changes, and it's not near the control line. So it's away from it. You wait till it comes down, and then you get in, and then you can start riding it up a little bit. Okay, some more examples. That, kind of close enough. You could have wrote that down. I'm trying to find other examples where things just went haywire for people. And they didn't go well. So, all right, here's an example where it changes over, and there's the candles are right by the control line. See, this is good. Here are the candles. Here's the red control line right when it changes. So since it changed and there's candles by it, you could get it, and you can see that you would have done pretty good. And let's go over here. Let's see. Now here, yeah, I don't like this. It changes to green, and the candles are way up in the air over here. I wouldn't have done that one. And then when it's yellow, I don't jump in because that means something's about to change. So even though it went back down to control line, I don't like getting in when candles are yellow, and I don't know what's happening. Because usually when candles are yellow, if you look at these, the candles start to go with a sequence of yellow when there's about to be a change. So, you know, it turned green, there was a jump, and then it came back down the control line, but then there was like a whole string of yellow candles. I wouldn't have gotten in with that. And, you know, because once again, the string of yellow candles means it's about to change to another color, or things are getting really unpredictable. If you look at these, now here's an example of an excellent time to get in. The candles are by the control line, and you can roll that down. And you'll notice that, you know, candles start turning yellow towards the end of the run of that color. And that's you know, things start getting unpredictable. I mean, there can be a few, you know, especially when it's a down arrow. You know, when you're going down, that means continuation. But when you have a whole string of yellow candles, that usually means you're coming toward the end of the color you're at, and it's kind of already played out. But here's an excellent one. You know, the thing changes, and well, you could have waited till it got back to the control line and then gotten in. And let's look at a few more examples. Let's keep going. A few more examples. Here is a setup where you know, the candles are right near the control line, and that's just perfect. Changes over. It's a little high. Wait till they come down a little bit, and then you get in. Okay. And let's see right here. All right, candles by the control line. That's where you want to get in. But I would have gotten out when I had a whole glut of yellow candles. Okay. By the control line, wouldn't have really made money on that one. You know, then hits a glut of yellow candles. So from here, to about here, you're kind of even, but that's okay because it's, kind of the same thing here. You get out, you're even, so you're even here, out the yellow candles. You get in here, out yellow candles, and then here, and then that's where you made your money on this one. So this one starts. Candles are too far away, okay? But then they come back close to the control line, and that's when I would have gotten in, and boom, you would have done pretty good. And then as soon as you start getting yellow candles, get out. All right, next one. Let's bring it on over. Bring it over. Come on. Let's get rid of this ad. No. Nope. Now here, it changes over. Candles are way up here. I wouldn't have done it. Now when the candles hit the control line, that's probably when I would have gotten it. There would have been a series of yellow candles I would have gotten out, but then I saw 2 blue candles, which usually means continuation, and then I would have gotten back in. And then, now here, blue candle, continuation. That means it's not going to go over to another color. And then, there you go. The candles are by the control line, then it's safe to get in. Okay? Here, you would have just gone sideways, kind of. I wouldn't have gotten in here because the candles are too far down away from the control line when it changed over to red. And when it came up to the control line, I would have gotten in. Would have made a little bit of money before I got out. And let's bring it over here. Let's bring it over. Okay, here's a perfect setup. It changes over. Candles right by the control line. Couldn't be more beautiful. And then boom, you would have made some money. Would have gotten out with all these yellow, even though there was a blue, there's a blue, there's a blue. Maybe would have gotten in and just kept going from there. So basically, when you have a whole glut of yellow, you get out. But then when there's a blue candle that says, yeah, but that's a continuation, it's probably not going to change to red. But then I see a whole bunch of yellow candles. Then I see a blue candle, yeah, but that's a continuation. A couple more yellow candles, well, that's get out. Then blue continuation, and then no more yellow, and I would have gotten it. So I'm trying to find where things were chaotic. Okay, here it turns red, would have gotten in, way too away from the control line. But then it came back to the control line, would have gotten in, boom. Now, where was that whole thing where there was it was just like a whole bunch of whipsaw that a lot of people kind of lost their ass on. Here, it's kind of goes away from the control line. I wouldn't have done that, especially the first one's yellow. You don't get in on the yellow. And then okay, that's a little close. I'm not sure if I would have gotten in on that one. I really like when it leads in nice and smooth by the control line. Alright, so that one, it got in a little too high. I wouldn't have gotten in there, but when it came back down to the control line, that's what I would have gotten in. Okay. So here's an example of something that just kind of happened recently. It changes over, okay? Candles are way too, you draw a straight line down, way too out of the way. Wouldn't have gotten in on that one, okay? And then would have waited, and then all of a sudden the candle started turning yellow, which means it's going to change to green, so I just wouldn't have done anything here. Let's bring it over here. Okay, once again, it turns red. Control, the candles start way too, straight down, way too far away from the red control line. Wouldn't have done anything with this one. Would have waited, I guess, till so a lot of yellow candles are just the green at this point. So here's candles of yellow wouldn't have gotten in here, but first normal candle red, and it's by the control line. Then you get in. If it starts way up here, or way down here, you don't do it. Okay. Now it changes to red here. Probably wouldn't have done anything with the candle down here, but when the candles come up to the control line, then you could get in. Okay, and once again, like it turns green here. Candle's way up here. Don't get in with that. Wait till it comes down, but then the candle turns yellow, which means it's going to change. Alright. And here's another bad one to get in. So it turns green, but what? The candles are way up here. You want them by the line before you get in. So here, when they finally come down to the line, you're just waiting and holding, but then all of a sudden there's a bunch of yellow candles get out. So if you bought in here, you would just hold it for about a day, half day and then see a bunch of yellow candles. Oh, that means it's going to change. Alright. Let's see. Candles too far away from the control line? No. Here's a changeover. Here's red, but the candles are down here, so that's a no. And then the candles got to the control line, and yeah, you could have bought in, but then all of a sudden you would have seen yellow candles get out. And then you wouldn't have gotten in here because the candles are too far away from the control line. Okay, that's something I probably would have missed. I'm not sure if I would have gotten in with the candles so far away from the control line. May have gotten in this one, and then, would have jumped. I would have lost some money there. Here's an example of, yeah, no way. Okay, candles way from the control line. That's a hard no. Then you just saw a whole bunch of yellow candles, which means things are going to change. Even though you saw blue, but then you saw a bunch of yellow candles again, you're still not in. Alright, candles. Yellow candle, no, but then you saw blue, and it's by the control line. Would have gotten in. Even if I had gotten in, like at this point, I still would have jumped in. Okay. Would not have gotten in here. Cans came down a little bit closer to the control line. Maybe I'd get in here, maybe I wouldn't, but not over here. And then this one definitely here. Okay, here's a whole bunch of whipsaw. This is what I wanted to show you. See, the candles are away from the red line, way down here. When it changes over, do not enter. Okay, the downward push has already happened. The candle's already down here. No. Okay, right here, it changes over to green. They're way up here. Nope, don't touch that one either. And in this one, the candles are too far away from the red line. No. And on this one, the candles are too way up here. Okay, you don't want to jump in when the candles. Here's a perfect jump in. Oh, look at this. Candles right by the control line. Just telling me, get in, Mark, get in, get in. Perfect setup. And you just ride it all the way down. And the same thing for the green. So thanks for watching this video. I hope that clears up any CM 15-minute issues you may have, because some of you have been writing me like, man, I've been getting killed, especially in this last 3 days. But don't jump in when it's not by the control line, because then you get stuff like this. All right, thanks for watching.